Okay, so we are continuing hanging our geometric pattern. You have a large furniture obstacle that separates the wallpaper on the right of it to the wallpaper on the left of it. Folks, this is harder to hang around a window when you have to meet the paper pattern above the window, you come around the side, and then you have to make it match up. This is harder. There's no way to do it without a laser. I suppose that you could use a story pole. Now, for those of you who would say, well, you could just measure from the ceiling. If you got 60 inches from the ceiling over here, if this line is 60 inches from the ceiling over here, just go over here and do 60 inches from the ceiling. Now, that's an amateur mistake, and those of you who are experienced wallpaper hangers, you know that. But for those of you who make that mistake, that's fine. That's not a problem. But I'm here to help you not to make that mistake. Because we all know that the distance from the ceiling to the floor over here is usually going to be different from the distance from the ceiling over here to the floor down here, at least by 1/2 inch. So a laser level that's projecting this line here, as long as it's level itself, is going to join very easily my line on this side to over there. So let's get to it, why don't we? It's important that with this particular pattern that you make sure that you know which is your left side. You could easily get confused. This is my left side where the vertical line is on the wallpaper. I don't have a vertical here. It's over here. And that's consistent with the pattern over there. You could flip it getting confused and say, oh, I hope nobody notices. Okay, so let's do it. Just realized I'm going to need a level. All right. Oh, you're the man. Now, let's see. You are the man with that. You came through for me. You came through for me and I like you all of a sudden. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you keep the camera there, and I'm going to go around because I have to make sure that my line is on the money. Okay, so let's see. My laser, you can bring them over here. My laser tells me, I'm just going to tell you how I'm doing this in my head. I am a 1/2 box. Look, 1/2, 1.5. 2.5, 3.5. At the end of 3.5 boxes, my laser line is just above the stitching. Okay? So that I'm not above it, below it, I'm just above the stitching. From 3.5 up. 1/2, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. Okay. Just above the stitching. And so I'm going to justify this one according to that very fact. Okay. Keep it up for this. Okay. 1/2, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, just above the stitching. So we're going to be just above this. Very nice. Okay, folks, I'm very pleased with that. Okay, I'm very pleased with that there. And we will splice it on the bottom. give ourselves a nice piece. Okay, so I'm just about, whoa, I got it. I'm not level. Let's be level here. Anybody ever get level-headed? I always wanted to know what that means. He's very level-headed. Level-headed. Okay. So before I start embedding the wallpaper into the wall, I want to make sure that I'm plumb, right? This wall covering is very easy to splice. So I have spliced it a few times. I'm going to be releasing a video shortly. I just have to edit it. Because I made a boo-boo on my wallpaper. Okay, so now I could just bring over my laser level, but that would be a pain. That's not going to happen, okay? Okay, I am on the money. Okay, folks, I'm really hungry right now. I gotta be honest. I'm hungry. I don't want to be here. I really don't. And my cameraman is chomping on Doritos while I'm working. And I mean, does that ever happen to you guys? You're working, sweating bullets, and your camera guy is eating Doritos in your ear. I said on another video, you want to use a sea sponge. They're about 10 bucks. This draws all of the glue toward the center, okay? It also is very, very porous and mildly abrasive to glue, not to the wallpaper. It grabs it, okay? It's rough. It's got a bunch of points of contact. It's not just a regular sponge with a bunch of holes in it. It's the right tool for this job. I'm not trying to sell you a sea sponge, trust me. I want you to get it so your job is excellent. Okay, so the point of this video, what is it? Very important, folks. This is a really important video. The point of this video is to show you to get yourself a laser level so that when your wallpaper pattern is separated by a doorway or a large French doorway or windows, you have to know, especially with this, if these lines are off, you're in trouble. If your line is running 3 inches away from the ceiling on one end and then you mess up because you have a 6-foot interruption and you kind of put this in the wrong place but it looks right, you're going to be way off. Please don't do that. Get yourself a laser level. If you have any questions about this video, let me know, because I would say this is among the most important ones I'm posting. Okay? So we justified it against this line. What do I mean by justify? We started here. This is the main point. You get it. I just get intense. That's all. Don't worry about me. All right, folks, that's it. Now, let me take the viewers a little bit further back, and I'm going to show them what I was just talking about, all right? Step back, please, cameraman. Please pull the lights from me. So, you see above my finger there, the line, right? Now, look. You see? If you don't have a laser level, folks, you're not going to be able to do that. Okay, this is Spencer Colgan from Spencer Colgan as Wallpaper. Thanks for watching. Please click on like and subscribe.